You know, it isn't a start to a road trip unless we have a fireside chat. Warriors broadcaster Bob Fitzgerald joining us here as we've landed in Detroit. The Warriors taking off from Oakland this morning, coming here for this 6-game road trip start Monday night at the Palace of Auburn Hills. And really, since the All-Star break, it has been some great basketball for the Warriors.
Well, if you look at the Warriors defensively is the way that they're winning games right now, having won 3 in a row. You do it without David Lee and Andrew Bogut in terms of beating Brooklyn. But these road trips take on a life of their own, which is why the Detroit game sets the tone for everything. And it probably will be the best roster the Warriors have had all year. If you think about Bogut and David Lee coming back, and then having Steve Blake as well as Jordan Crawford, Harrison Barnes, Draymond Green, Jermaine O'Neal all coming off the bench, this really is as deep as the Warriors have been at a key part of the season. Other than Festus Ezeli, they pretty much have everybody.
So on the flight here to Detroit, I was actually watching you on the plane. I was on my TiVo Romeo. I have this ability to we were
going to have an issue here.
We're going to go through.
I have that restraining order. You need to spend 50 feet away.
So with this Wi-Fi tablet-enabled video broadcast of the game from last night, I actually was able to watch on the plane. We downloaded the video of last night's game and got to see really the most amazing night from Jermaine O'Neal and some great integration as well from Steve Blake. How are these guys going to keep helping this team?
Steve Blake has always been a great assist man, over 7 assists per game, and just play with a calmness. He won the national championship at Maryland. He's been a big-time playoff performer for the Lakers, for Portland. I think he comes at just a key time because the Warriors have been searching for a backup point guard. But Jermaine O'Neal, I call it old man strength. I mean, you find your way with the 2010 game, the 156 of his career, hadn't had a double-double since a year ago when he was in Phoenix, at the most appropriate time, without Andrew Bogut and without David Lee. Where's the scoring, where's the rebounding, where the defending come from? Jermaine did it all, and they needed every bit of it. So it's just fun to watch an 18-year veteran just find that reserve to win a game. And so for the Warriors to win 3 in a row, it's the perfect way to go on a road trip because the last game at home sets the tone. The first game on the road gives you kind of the life or theme of the road trip. Nothing better than packing, in addition to this 20-degree weather, an overcoat and a winning streak.
The last time we saw the Detroit Pistons, it was at Oracle Arena. This team's had a very up and down year. The head coach that started the year with them, Maurice Cheeks, no longer with them. They have an interim head coach right now. Kind of a Jekyll and Hyde team. You don't know which one will show up, but what are we expecting here from Detroit, Mark?
Well, the problem with Detroit is that they are one of those teams that can come up and bite you. Brandon Jennings in a Bucks uniform at 55 against the Warriors. They're the biggest team you're going to see. Andre Drummond with Josh Smith, with Greg Monroe. And so if you're not on the glass, all of a sudden they're beasting inside. They lead the NBA in points in the paint on a game basis. So I think for the Warriors, it's up-tempo, be smart, don't fuel turnovers, and shoot the ball well. The Warriors haven't had a really good shooting night since the All-Star break. And so this is one where they're winning with defense, which is great. But I'd like to see the Warriors hit a bunch of threes and get rolling a little bit, feel themselves offensively to begin the trip.
Fitz, thanks so much. This is super cozy. I really like this.
I was going to say, actually, what you don't know is that Lawrence travels with his traveling fireplace. And so when we do this to begin every road trip, the fireside chat, he just opens up the suitcase, and here it is.
It's at special times only. Thanks for joining us here on Warriors TV.